You've watched the World Cup on a screen your whole life. The goals, the flags, the chaos. But the first time you walk into a packed American stadium for a live match, whether you flew in from Sao Paulo or drove in from suburban Ohio, it hits different. 70,000 people, drums you can feel in your chest, and one wrong move in the supporters section or one mistimed snack run and you missed the goal of the tournament from a nacho line. So here are 15 things nobody tells you before your first World Cup match on American soil. Miss the first 3 and you've lost before kickoff. Tip 11 is the one that quietly turns the whole crowd against you. And the last one? It's the part that turns a good day into the best sports day of your life. Real quick, this channel is built for exactly this moment, so hit subscribe. We've got a lot more World Cup breakdowns coming all tournament long. Now, 3 hours before kickoff. That's where it starts. Tip 1. Get there 3 hours early. Not for the security line, for the march. In most host cities, the supporter groups don't just show up. They gather at a pub or a plaza and march to the stadium together. Drums, flags, scarves up, chanting the whole way. If a tailgate is a party in a parking lot, this is a tailgate that walks. It moves, it builds, and it drops you at the gates already buzzing. Show up 90 minutes early, and you've already missed the best 45 minutes of the day. But getting there early only helps if you actually make it through the gate. And that's where most people trip. Tip 2. The entry tech. More and more American venues are rolling out face scan entry tied to the official FIFA ticket system. And if your venue uses it, you pre-enroll at home through the app. It is not the app you use for NFL games. Set it up the night before and test it. Figure it out at the turnstile, and you'll be stuck in the confused line while the march disappears inside without you. And there's one more thing they'll stop you for. Tip 3. The clear bag policy. Almost every American host venue only lets in a clear bag about the size of a gallon freezer bag, or a small clutch. Doesn't matter if you're from Germany or Georgia, show up with a regular backpack and they turn you away or make you check it, and there goes your march. Pack light, pack clear, walk right in. Because once you're inside, the real test begins. And if your seat is in the supporters section, there are rules nobody handed you. Tip 4. You are not sitting down. The supporters section stands, sings, and moves for the full 90+ minutes. No halftime reset, no breaks. The closest thing in American sports is the rowdiest college football student section you've ever seen. Except it never stops, and everyone around you actually knows all the words. Want to sit and read the tactics? Get a seat in the main bowl. This section is a participation sport, and the second you try to participate, you'll have one question. How does everyone know what to chant? Tip 5. Find the capo. There's a person at the front, up on a railing, facing the crowd instead of the field. That's your conductor. Think drumline leader or the hype guy at a pep rally. Arms up, you go up. New chant, you follow. Watch them for 10 minutes and you'll be singing like you've done it for years. But before any of that, there's one moment you absolutely cannot ruin. Tip 6. Don't block the tifo. Right before kickoff, usually during the anthems, the section unfurls a giant coordinated display, like a card stunt at a college game, but bigger. When someone passes you a piece of fabric or a card, you hold it up when they do. Don't film it, don't drift in front of someone's section. Missing the tifo because you were shooting vertical video is a rite of passage nobody wants. Survive the section, and the next 3 mistakes are the ones that cost you the actual match. Tip 7. Make your concession run at the 38th minute. Not at halftime, before it. The instant the halftime whistle blows, 70,000 people stand up at once and the lines balloon past 20 minutes. Slip out around the 38th and the concourse is nearly empty. You're back in your seat before the half even ends. You trade a few quiet minutes of soccer for half a match you'd otherwise spend staring at a nacho stand. While you're down there, look for the thing most people never find until they're already overheating. Tip 8. The water station. Most American stadiums have free refill stations on the concourse, but they're badly marked, usually tucked by the family restrooms or the ends of the concourse, and staff won't point you to them. Several host cities, Dallas, Miami, Kansas City, and Los Angeles, kick off in real summer heat. Bring an empty clear bottle, find a station on your first lap, and use it all day. And there's a third timing trick almost nobody uses. Tip 9. Take your restroom break at the start of the second half, not at halftime. Everyone floods the bathrooms the moment the half ends. But the second half kicks off, the concourse clears in seconds. You're in and out in 2 minutes and back before anything happens. Master the logistics, and you're free to enjoy the part most first-timers accidentally get wrong: the culture. Tip 10. The scarf. When the anthem plays or your team scores, you hold it up over your head, both hands stretched wide. Picture a rally towel at a playoff game, except this one carries decades of meaning. It doesn't have to be the official one, just have a scarf and know when to raise it. Tip 11 is the one that quietly turns the section against you, and it's just about what you wear. Your nation's colors? Always right, but show up in a random club jersey with a bitter rivalry attached, or the kit of a team that isn't even playing, and the core fans clock it instantly. Nobody's fighting you, you'll just feel the temperature drop. The safe move is always the colors of one of the teams on the field. Tip 12 is mostly for the international fans, because this part won't feel like home. American stadiums layer on entertainment most global grounds don't. Jumbotron replays, music in every stoppage, hype graphics, the whole arena production. It's not disrespect, it's just how American venues are built. And here's the secret. The supporters section runs on its own frequency and basically ignores the Jumbotron. Plant yourself there and it fades away. You've made it to the final whistle. And that's where most people make their biggest mistake of all. Tip 13. Do not leave early. I know, in American sports, ducking out at the 85th minute to beat traffic is normal. Not here. After the final whistle, the players walk a lap to salute the supporters. Scarves go back up. If your team won, the celebration runs another 10-15 minutes and the photos are unreal. If they lost, there's a quiet respect between players and fans worth standing there for. The traffic is bad whether you leave at the 85th minute or the 100th. Stay. Tip 14. Pick your exit before the whistle, not after. Many host stadiums have a light rail or shuttle spur straight to downtown. And right after a match, it's faster, cheaper, and honestly more fun because everyone on that train is still buzzing. The rideshare zones are usually a 10-minute walk from the gates, with surge pricing on top. Open your transit app during the second half and know your route before 60,000 people start moving. And tip 15, the one nobody tells you and the best of all. Find the home pub. Every supporter group has a spot they pour into after the match. A bar, a plaza, a fan zone. Win or lose, that's where the day actually finishes. 1 hour in the right pub will teach you more about supporter culture than 3 YouTube videos, including this one. Ask anyone in the section before the match where everyone's headed. They'll tell you. So here's the whole game plan. Get there 3 hours early and walk with the march. Sort your face scan ticket and clear bag before you leave home. Eat at the food trucks, not the concourse. Stand, find the capo, never block the tifo. Run for food at the 38th minute. Hydrate all day. Hit the restroom at the second half kickoff. Raise the scarf. Wear the right colors. Let the Jumbotron do its thing. Stay for the salute, take the train, find the pub. You walked in, either a first-time soccer fan or a global supporter stepping onto unfamiliar ground. You walk out understanding both, because a World Cup on American soil has genuinely never happened quite like this before. You're not joining a 50-year-old tradition, you're standing at the start of one. So tell me in the comments, which host city are you headed to? Dallas, Los Angeles, Miami, New York, somewhere else? I read every one. Share this with whoever you're going with, because the person who sends the video is always the most prepared one in the group. And if you want to walk in actually understanding the game on the field, the video right here breaks down every soccer rule in under 15 minutes. Perfect before your first match. Go watch that one next.